Get your stretches out, Josh. You can't stretch in the middle of the podcast.
Don't want to cramp up or recording, you know. You gotta stretch those lumbars and those ligaments.
I want to say a lumbar is the muscle that's underneath your butt.
I want to say a lumbar is what you use for limbo when you play.
Oh, the lumbar.
Yeah, the lumbar.
That's actually smart.
Yes. How low can you go? How low can you go?
Speaking of how low we can go, hi everybody, welcome to the podcast. That's not, that doesn't really.
Speaking of how low we can go, listen up, flockers.
Oh, jeez. Hi everybody, welcome to Flock of Idiots podcast, or the Flockcast as it's actually titled. My name is Adam _, and with me for the first time is my special guest of the week, Joshua the Squashua. Would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Hi everyone, I'm Joshua the Squashua, otherwise referred to as Josh the Squash. I'm so happy to be on the show. Long-time listener, first-time recorder.
Well, we're glad we could book you. I know you have a busy schedule.
Yeah, I know. So you guys might not know, Josh the Squash is out today.
Yes.
So they got me to come in and fill in for him. So I'm your substitute host, Josh the Squash.
Well,
nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you for coming in. We have a lot to talk about, and I know you're new to this, so I'll bring in the news slowly. Today we're going to talk about Black Panther, and I know you saw that.
I did see it.
I also saw it.
I saw it twice.
What a coincidence. You saw it twice?
Dos, yes.
Whoa, when did you see it a second time?
So, you remember I told you? So let's get into this serious business real quick.
Okay.
I owe all of you out there an apology.
Oh, damn.
For the past 2 weeks, last podcast and the podcast before, I told you guys on February 16th, I would be at Disneyland. I was not at Disneyland.
Oh, that's actually sad.
It is sad. Turns out the day I was planning to go was a part of President's Day weekend. That being said, my pass was blocked out. It was very sad. I found out hours before I was going to leave.
Man.
And it was heartbreaking. I will be going soon, though, I promise you.
Do you think there were any fans that actually went to Disneyland?
I think there were.
We could probably find it.
I think there were. And you know what? You deserve better. And I will endeavor to be better.
Yeah.
All I can say is that I'm sorry and it won't happen again.
That's all right.
We'll be going to Disneyland soon. I'll let you know. That being said, silver lining, I saw Black Panther twice because another group of my friends were going. So, and to that end, Movie Pass.
Did it work twice?
It works twice.
Oh my god!
It works twice. High five!
So Movie Pass apparently. We thought you could only see a movie once in theaters, but that was the limit. I guess you can see the same movie multiple times with Movie Pass.
Yeah.
Meaning infinite movies, literally forever until we all die.
Yes. We are gods. Gods among men.
What will stop us now?
And the king wept. There were no more worlds to conquer.
I haven't used that yet. I like it. Alright, so I guess we can get into some news.
Yeah.
Let me grab some news.
Do it.
Alright. So, I didn't tell you about the Kong Fury news. I told Mitch and Marco because you weren't there. You left, and then I told them.
No, you told me last podcast.
No, I told last podcast I talked about how Michael Fassbender is joining the cast of Kong Fury.
Ooh.
There's a new actor who's playing the President of the United States
My God.
for the Kong Fury movie. Can you guess? I want to see if you can guess. Who is going to play the President of the United States of America in this 80s movie parody? Who could do it? Who could dominate the role? There's only one man, I think. And it's not David Hasselhoff, because I'm pretty sure he's still just a car in this movie.
George Clooney.
That's right. It's not George Clooney. The correct answer is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's playing the President of the United States in the next Kong Fury movie.
I love it.
It's perfect casting.
I was elected to lead, not to read.
That wasn't actually Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Simpsons movie, was it?
No, that was whoever they get to play their Arnold Schwarzenegger parody. But it's amazing.
Now he's actually the president.
It's my favorite line of any movie ever. I want it on a shirt so bad.
That's gonna be fun. He's gonna pound the desk a little bit, and then he's gonna roast some people with a big gun.
Let's do it.
I'm excited.
Can't wait.
Oh man. So yeah, Michael Fassbender. I talked about him last week. Is joining Kong Fury. Now we have two major actors in the movie that I care about.
Ooh.
Yeah. He's exciting. Next week, I'm going to reveal a new actor. Because I'm the only one who knows what actors are going to be in this movie.
Yes, they only contact Adam personally to let this news out through our podcast.
This is exclusive news.
This is the only place you can get this. And remember, only he has access. None of you can search the internet and find this information easily.
Yeah. I'm going to give you a clue on who the next person revealed is.
Ooh.
And it's going to rhyme with mad tits.
Ooh! Wait, what?
Brad Pitt.
Oh, I was about to say what?
I didn't think I was gonna say tits. I really didn't.
I saw the first half before I knew what the second half was gonna be, so it's like
one of those classic situations. I'm never gonna say Mad Tits on the podcast ever again.
You just said it again.
I'm gonna name the episode of the podcast Mad Tits.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I forgot to mention the news is probably going to be light because I really do want to talk about Black Panther. So the next bit of news that I thought is interesting. It's not that much to talk about, but Star Wars Episode 9 hired the Blade Runner 2049 art director.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I remember. I actually haven't still seen Blade Runner 2049.
Neither have I.
I know it looks pretty, and I know I would.
I would assume it's fine.
I know I saw the trailer and I was just like, man. It'd be cool if Star Wars looked like this.
Are you kidding me? What, the 2049 art director? I'm excited.
I'm excited, I guess. I mean, that's probably going to be good.
Let us know in the comments if that's exciting news.
Yeah, was that?
I said let us know in the comments if that's exciting news.
Yeah, is it exciting? Like, the thing is that I realize about Star Wars is that I don't know what the style of Star Wars is. Because, like, I feel like other sci-fi franchises have, like, a distinct style, like Star Trek. You get it because everybody wears similar costumes every time and like bright lights and lens flares or something.
Yeah.
There's like a color scheme for that, and Blade Runner has its own style too.
Yeah.
Star Wars, I don't know. Is it just old? Is it just like supposed to look like everybody's from the 80s?
I mean, it's a space opera and also like a space western, but yet also like the main characters are like space samurai.
Yeah.
So I think the word you're looking for is bullshit.
It's bullshit. Because, like, the original trilogy had a style that was different from the prequels.
Yeah.
And now the new movies have, like, a style that's just kind of gray. I don't know what it is. Because, like, you don't know what a Star Wars robot looks like because they're all different. It's not like, this is a robot, this is clearly from Star Wars, because they're all different and weird.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But now, I guess it's going to look like Blade Runner, I guess.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. Do you want to talk about the Incredibles 2 trailer?
Oh, I would love to talk about the Incredibles 2 trailer.
Oh, man. The Incredibles 2 trailer dropped.
So, yeah.
During the Olympics, which is a weird place to
I
put.
know, right?
Yeah.
During Wednesday in the Olympics, too. Who was watching the Olympics, actually? Like, I'm busy. I don't have time to watch the Winter Olympics.
I actually was watching it. While that happened, too, I went to the bathroom and came back, and it was the tail end of the trailer. I was like, did I just miss the Incredibles trailer?
Oh. They warned you. They were like, it's dropping Wednesday. Don't miss it. That's your fault, kid.
Yeah.
But I saw it the next day on YouTube like a normal person.
Yeah, like a human.
And it looks... So, it's not what I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Or what I'd actually been kind of hoping for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got that too.
Yeah. So, I was hoping more that it would focus more on them as, like, the dynamic of, like, the family. Like, at first, I was wondering if they were going to go Toy Story route, where it's, like, the actual time, like, that has passed since the movies have been released is what's passed, like, in canon. So it's like now people are grown up and talkative.
Right.
It seems as though it's only been... At first, I thought then it was like, oh, they're only going to jump 2 years in the future. Because, like, Jack can, like, walk and talk now. Now it seems they're only jumping a couple weeks.
It's. I think in the trailer they're still fighting Mole Man.
Yeah,
I think it's immediately after.
So I think, my issue is that I'm upset is because So, for the trailer, right, they have this new... So, supers are still illegal, even though they just saved the world, and everyone's like, yay, supers!
Whatever.
But yeah, it's like... and then, why did we outlaw these guys again? It's because we figured out we could sue them for money!
Oh, yeah, that's right!
Oh, yeah, that's right! I'm gonna sue Superman for not letting me die. So I guess there's this new organization out that's trying to like make supers good again, and they want a super to be their spokesperson or whatever. And so they decide to, what a twist! Instead of going for Mr. Incredible like the last movie, they go for Elastigirl, and now Elastigirl is the big super that's like everyone's like falling behind, and this leaves Mr. Incredible, or Bob Parr as he's known. That's a secret identity.
Wait, his name is Bob what?
Bob Parr.
His last name is Parr?
Yeah.
The Incredibles' last names are Parr?
Yeah, the Parr family.
I thought it was...
Parr.
Why did I think it was actually Incredible?
Because his name is Mr. Incredible, probably.
Oh my god.
It's funny. Little tidbit. So they released like comics to go in line with like The Incredibles when it first came out.
Yeah, sure, they're superheroes.
Yeah, well, because this was a TV show, but it fell through, so they released comics. In like the comics, her name is not Elastigirl. Her name is Mrs. Incredible.
Oh. Like she changed her name.
Well, reason they had to change her name. Reason being is because Elastigirl is copywritten by DC.
Oh, really?
Elastigirl's a member of the Doom Patrol.
Oh, that's funny.
So yeah.
Huh.
In the movies, I guess, are still calling her Elastigirl. But yeah, so in that being said, now Bob has to become the new, like, house mother or den mother of the family.
It's a classic stay-at-home dad situation.
Classic switcheroo.
Fish out of water, if you will.
Yep. Now he's gotta take care of the kids and all that stuff, and I like the aspect they're going, female empowerment, and that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
What I don't like is that it seems kind of like a rehash of the first one, where it's like, hey, let's bring you out of retirement to be a superhero, and then also it feels like whereas the first one, when they did that, it focused a lot on like his actual superhero actions. This one seems like it's gonna try and split it not only between her super actions, but then also focus a lot of time on him just trying to be a dad.
Yeah,
so,
I'm sure Jack has a big part in it, where like there's some kind of deal with Jack that he has to deal with, and I think that'll probably be the focus of the movie.
Yeah, I think what I was really hoping for is that now that the kids are superheroes, it was gonna be more of like a, now we have to prove our, like they're still overprotective parents. They still want the kids to be kids, but they're like, no, we're superheroes. We're gonna do this like same as you.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in the trailer they show them fighting Mole Man like directly after the first movie.
Yeah,
and they tell the kids to stay behind. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
After the entire first movie, they're still having them stay behind. Didn't they learn anything from the first one? That's actually, like, really messed up to me. Like,
it is true.
Oh, okay, the first movie didn't really matter in terms of allowing your kids to, like, also rise to the occasion.
Your son is so fast that he cannot be picked up on video. Yeah. Like, no, I'm serious. So, if you watch, like, the Film Theorist on YouTube, he did a whole video on this. He can run so fast. Like, it was, like, the length of a classroom, which is, like, what, like 10 feet?
Sure.
Yeah, and he ran from his desk to his teachers, put a tic-tac on, like, to run to one side of a room, come to a full stop in order to do something, and then run back to where you're sitting and not be picked up by a camera.
I don't know. That can't be that impressive. That camera's pretty shitty. Do you think it was like 20 frames per second?
I mean, like... No, cameras don't shoot 20 frames per second.
I mean, this movie...
It's a security camera.
Yeah, I know, and security cameras, like, shoot really slow. Like,
I mean,
they're not great
but, like,
quality.
you can see the way the camera is in, like, the movie, and it's not that slow.
He's fast.
And he can run on water, so you have
fast.
to know how fast you have to be able to run on water without sinking.
But the main point is just that, like, at the end of the first movie, they all give their looks to each other, just like, they messed with the wrong family. I just can't imagine Mr. Incredible like, that's right, we're gonna kick his ass, not you kids, you stay here, bye. Me and your mom are gonna have fun. Watch your baby. Watch your baby.
Watch the baby.
Yeah, watch the baby. There's something that I don't understand about Incredibles. And that is, how old is Jack? Ballpark it. He's a baby.
I believe in Incredibles 2, I want to say he's like...
He's still a baby that can't talk.
He's probably a baby, so...
And he can barely walk.
Probably like less than 2. I mean, he can walk.
Yeah, I'd say like 1 or something.
I'd say like in between 1 and 2, because he can walk.
Yeah,
but
like
he can't talk
Yeah,
yet.
that's right. He can talk. He can like dawdle. That's the thing. So they were convinced in this first movie he doesn't have powers.
Yeah.
He's less than 2. Does that mean like Dash, or what was the name?
Dash.
Yeah, Dash. Right?
Dash
was running when he was like just born.
I mean,
like, how long does it take for these powers to develop?
Well,
do you do it right when you're born?
It's
like
funny
Jack
say
is
that.
only like a little bit more than 1. He definitely can't have powers at this point.
You know what? It's actually funny you say that.
Tell me.
So, in the first Incredibles, right, they have an entire different like opening sequence that was scrapped, alternate opening, and if you have the special edition DVD, which I do.
Oh damn!
Disney connoisseur, everyone.
Oh shit.
You can see this opening sequence, and the opening sequence is it's This is after superheroes have been like outlawed and they're going into their secret service, like witness protection or whatever. And they're being relocated. And it's Bob, Helen, and baby Violet. She has already been born, but she is still just an infant. Like they still have to swaddle her. She's that kind of. She's like small, and it's just a scene where they're meeting their new neighbors. They're at a barbecue. It's funny. Like Bob is like cutting up meat, and he's talking, so he's not looking. So he accidentally cuts into his fingers, but being super strong, he dents the knife instead of it cutting into him, and so Helen has to grab ketchup and pour it, and they have to be like, "Oh my god!" And
really?
Yeah,
that's
it's
horrible.
funny. But syndrome is actually established in that first scene, and how it ends up happening is he tries to kidnap their baby. He tries to kidnap baby Violet for the first time, and it shows he's in the room and he can't find her. And the reason he can't find her is because baby Violet has already turned invisible. As an infant, she has already developed her powers. As for Dash, super speed doesn't just mean running fast. It could mean just that.
He cries really fast.
Well, no, it could mean that he's just always hungry because his metabolism is like super fast, or
really
like at one point he could have like hurt himself and like it could have healed very quickly.
Yeah,
things like that. Or he could just like vibrate really fast, just in crying. Just,
I think it would be funny if it was just a baby that could run really fast.
Yeah,
I think that's just like a newborn, just like down the street. We gotta go catch that baby. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So Jack, they were convinced because okay, so that means when Mr. Incredible was baby, he was lifting shit like as a toddler and an infant. That's cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, that's interesting. Wanted to know. So yeah, movie's probably gonna be good or something. I don't know. Comes out in June.
Try to describe Jack's powers to me in the simplest way you can.
He can do everything and anything he wants.
Yeah.
He can shoot. He can shoot lasers and transform in whatever he wants.
I'm trying to think. Well, because it's actually kind of sad now. Dash is just he's just pure middle child now.
Yeah.
His sister can turn invisible and create force fields. He can only run fast. He has one
that's
power.
Still pretty good.
That's a pretty good power, but he has one power. His sister has two. And then Jack now just has all the powers.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure it out if maybe there's like to think that maybe Violet doesn't actually have two powers. Maybe her invisibility is part of like
probably
her kind of putting up a force field against light against her.
Yeah, probably.
And so I'm thinking if she then only has one power, then it should stand to reason that Jack also only has one power that could just encompass many things.
I thought it was a thing that like baby superheroes, like babies who have superpowers, like when they develop powers, they just have all of them until like their body picks one.
They just have all of them.
So like they're just like a fucking nuclear bomb of just like random powers until their body eventually adjusts to one.
That actually sounds incredibly cool.
Yeah, it sounds
cool. Really cool. It's just like imagine like it's up until like so you have to go through terrible twos with like every power in the world.
Exactly.
And it's not until 3 that like they taper off, and then once you hit puberty, one of them like
and that's the fun of the movie. Like we have to wait until Jack cools it and picks a power.
That would be cool. We'll write something about that. I like that.
I will. Yeah, without you, it was my idea. Anyway, next bit of news. I think you'd like this because you wouldn't like it because it's not great news, but you'd like it because this is also Disney news. And I know I think you like Disney? Do you like Disney?
Last I checked.
Okay, yeah, sure. So the Lion King live action remake is cutting a song from the original. They're cutting the villain song Be Prepared.
What?
It's no longer going to be in it. They might replace it, but either way it's not going to be in the movie.
That
was the only villain song, so that
is the only villain. So if they don't replace it with another villain, well, who's playing Scar again?
Oh, that's a great question. I should look that up.
It depends. It depends on whether the person playing Scar can actually sing.
Because
if they can't sing, then it's probably fine.
Matthew Broderick was Simba?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Damn, dude.
Matthew Broderick.
Jerry Irons was Scar?
You didn't know any of these?
Oh my god.
Yeah, and
Jesus.
Crap, what's his name? Oh, I can't believe I forget his name.
Hey, the guy who played Black Panther's dad is going to be in it.
Yeah, James Earl Jones is Mufasa.
Oh, he's playing Rafiki. Or John Candy, which is the guy who played Black Panther's dad.
Ooh.
Scar is... Oh! It's a guy whose name I don't know how to pronounce. Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Oh, okay.
He's the guy who played the bad guy in Doctor Strange. And he has a bunch of other things, too. He can probably sing. Look at him. Look at his face, Josh.
Is that... Are you making assumptions?
Yeah.
Of a person? It's kind of fucked up, man.
No, I mean,
What makes you think he can sing?
His
Give
eyes.
me one good reason.
His eyes can sing. He has singing eyes.
What do singing eyes mean?
They're beautiful. Did you like Be Prepared or not? Because it's gone. It's dead forever.
I thought, I liked the song. It was a good song.
Mm-hmm.
It had, images that were just, if you see the song, it has very, fascist regime kind of images. There's a part where he's standing on a cliff and he's singing, and the hyenas are, literally marching.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, Nazi, marching, where their legs are going straight up and down.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Bending. The song itself is a pretty good villain song, all in all.
Do you think they cut it because it was too Nazi?
Well, the imagery you can just change. The song itself isn't very Nazi. I think to cut that song... Here's the thing. If you're going to make a Disney remake, but you want to, keep the songs, don't cut songs. You keep all the songs.
Yeah.
Either you keep all the songs, and ultimately your movie is good because people like the songs, or you keep none of the songs and your movie is bad, because then what's the point?
I mean, they kept the good ones, right?
Well,
they kept Can't Wait to Be King and...
That is one of my favorite songs.
Goddamn...
You mean Hakuna Matata?
Yeah, that one. And Can You Feel the Love Tonight, which is...
Can You Feel the Love Tonight is... It's okay. I don't...
It defined a generation, Josh.
What?
I don't know. I think it
I don't...
sounded cool.
Well, my thing with Can You Feel the Love Tonight is that it's... So... It works kind of in Tarzan, but in other movies, I don't necessarily like it when they have songs and the characters aren't actually singing them. They're just overlaid. So Can You Feel the Love Tonight is basically that. The characters, there are two lines. Simba has one line, Nala has one line, and then they're bookended with Timon and Pumbaa, but the actual meat of the song is just a chorus.
Sure.
I like Can't Wait to Be King.
Yeah, that one's the best one, song. Yeah.
I love it. I don't know.
I can't wait to see that in live action.
I can't wait
By
either.
live action, I mean animated lines, I guess. Just it's also animated.
Yeah, because everything's just going to be animated.
Yeah. Unless there's one human in it.
Live action is a lie. There's one human.
They maul them immediately.
It's not even Scar. The new enemy is man.
Oh, great. They have to team up to kill man.
It's funny. When do you actually think The Lion King is set?
Because
there are no defining markers to figure out.
Pre-man.
You think it's set pre-man? It's funny. I think it's because you can literally set it anywhere because there's no defining markers.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Yeah, it's timeless, is what it is.
Yeah.
Until a few decades from now, when we destroy
when we destroy Africa, when we destroy all of Africa,
we just
all
get
the
rid
resources.
of nature, and because it's just holding us back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of destroying nature, once again, I don't actually have a real segue that feeds into that. But the last bit of news isn't huge. It's not we're probably hardly going to talk about it. The live-action version of Full Metal Alchemist is on Netflix now.
Yes.
Yeah, did you see it?
I haven't yet. I'm going to watch it, though.
I heard it was fine.
Yeah, probably.
I heard, who's the brother's name? The one who's not
Alphonse?
Yeah, Al.
Alphonse.
Did they call him Al?
Well, his name is Alphonse.
Okay, Alphonse. Yeah, he looks pretty good.
Yeah.
He looks like an Alphonse. I want to see what Mustang looks like.
I love that name, Alphonse, actually.
It's alright.
I actually think it's one of my favorite anime names, to be honest.
Really?
It's funny because it's not even an anime
it's
name.
Not,
it's a German name.
Yeah, I know.
But it's I don't know. It just sounds good to me. I actually I've been contemplating if I eventually have kids, a son, one of them their middle name will be Alphonse.
Yeah, that's fine. They'll go by Al because
no, they will not go by.
No,
Al.
they will.
No,
they won't want to go by Alphonse. That's for sure.
Because I actually hate the name Al. Every time they call him Al in the show, it irks me.
Why? It's fine.
Because Alphonse sounds so much better. It carries weight to it.
Yeah.
Alphonse.
No, because
it's got power.
They'll call him the Fonz then. Just like Happy Days.
I could work with the Fonz.
The Fonz.
The Fonz.
Yeah. By the time you have a kid, Happy Days will still be referenced heavily, even more so.
Even more
after
so.
the reboot. Speaking of the reboot of Happy
Yes.
Days, I'm out of news.
Speaking of the Happy Days reboot,
just to be clear, there is no Happy Days reboot, and if there was, I probably wouldn't talk about it on the podcast.
But I would.
Yeah?
Remember that. Henry Winkler, if you're watching this, get it started. I support you.
Do it. You can still be the Fonz, even though you're very old.
Even though you're close to death.
You're very close to death. Alright, that's the end of news. Let's talk about Black Panther.
Yay!
Yay! So what we're going to do is we're going to go non-spoiler first, then we're going to go spoilers. In the description of the video, I'm going to list when spoiler starts and ends, so you can skip that if you want it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. How would you think of the movie? Non-spoiler.
Non-spoiler. I think it was really cool how like Thanos came down.
Oh my
and
God.
like, just kidding. I'm kidding.
Can you believe Wakanda doesn't
I think it's
exist
really
at all?
cool how Wakanda just exploded and every character died.
I'm glad they chose this the movie to kill off Iron Man.
You guys remember Spider-Man? Gone.
Just gone. He shows up in Wakanda. Hey everybody, I'm Tom Holland. Dead.
Yep.
Shot immediately.
No, but yeah, we should do that one day. Review who it's fake spoilers only.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah. All right. At any rate, so non-spoiler. It was amazing movie.
Just rate it as far as like with other Marvel movies.
With other Marvel movies, it's my new favorite Marvel movie.
Favorite Marvel movie.
It is top tier.
Wiki, what?
I think it's better than like. I think here's the thing. I think like my favorite Marvel movies right now are like this. You've got Thor Ragnarok. You've got Spider-Man: Homecoming. You've got the Guardians of the Galaxy series. And I think what's really good about them is that more or less they're self-contained stories.
Yeah.
Like Thor Ragnarok is just a Thor movie. You have Spider-Man: Homecoming, which is it's just Spider-Man, as opposed to like having like Civil War, which has to stop being a Captain America movie to be an Avengers movie to then start being Captain America movie again. Or like all the other movies who have to like all feed into each other and connect. Like legit, like Black Panther is its own self-contained story. It's got a great hero. It's got an even better villain. I think it's amazing. Michael B. Jordan does an amazing job as Killmonger.
One of the best. He's my favorite Marvel movie, or oh my god, favorite Marvel villain.
He's my favorite Marvel villain too. I think he's the best.
Fantastic. He's the most intimidating, and he's right, which is what you want
from a
villain.
Isn't it?
Like, yeah, he's right.
Yeah, like you can see where he's coming from.
Yeah.
And the art direction of this movie was great.
Oh, it was fantastic.
It was amazing.
Loved it.
Especially the wardrobe. The wardrobe is like one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Yep.
Just like, so like there's royalty, you know, he's King T'Challa, King of Wakanda. And like that was a terrible way to say that. I can do better.
No, it was close.
But his royal like robes are amazing, and everything everyone wears is just great. A thing I found out, which is really cool, is that in Wakanda, 1 out of 5 of all the people in Wakanda, like extras and everything, went barefoot.
Oh.
And that
sounds hard.
No, yeah, that was a deliberate choice to add authenticity.
Oh, nice.
So, but it's like, it's really cool. And like, it's got this perfect mix of, because you know the whole thing with Wakanda is that they're separated from the world, they're hidden, but also they're just as, if not more advanced than like the rest of the world. So it's got this great mix of like traditional African like clothing mixed in with like street American clothing that you would see, and it's really cool in that way.
They went futuristic without sacrificing culture, and that's the thing that makes it stand out as like a futuristic nation. You're not going to see anything like Wakanda anywhere else because it specifically looks like Wakanda, and that's the cool part. I dig it. Yeah, cast was probably one of the best that I've seen in a Marvel movie. Every character was awesome and cool and badass and did a great performance. I don't know any of their names.
Most definitely. I think it's great. Chadwick Boseman makes a great.
Oh, he's great.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
T'Challa. He's really good at accents. I wouldn't. If you guys see the movie, just know that Chadwick Boseman is from, I believe, North Carolina. Full American accent. So, like, that accent is like spot on. It's really good. Well, I wouldn't say like spot on, because it's a movie, so all the accents are more pronounced to be like, this is a movie, you know? But it's a very good accent. He's a very good actor, actually, talking about him, because he's been in, he played, if you guys know Jackie Robinson, the Jackie Robinson movie. He played, I think it was called 42.
Yeah, it was
Jackie Robinson. He played James Brown in Get On Up.
Get on out.
Get on up for that thing. And he played Thoth in Gods of Egypt.
Yeah.
Everybody gets one.
That's his.
That's his.
Last chance, buddy.
No, but he's a very good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, kudos to you, sir.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that a lot of the cast is coming back in Infinity War, especially, I'm going to look up her name because it's important.
Is it Lupita
the bald lady.
Nyong'o? Oh no, that's not Lupita
Yeah,
Nyong'o.
Nakia or Nakia or whatever, however you pronounce their name. That's a character's name, not the actor's name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was running with the Avengers, so
yeah.
she's in there.
She's really good.
She's great. Man, it was a fun time. Less action, I feel, than most Marvel movies, but
I don't think it needed.
It
I think it
was
had
pretty heavy
exactly
on
the
story,
action that it needed.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, they have a really good fight, they have a really good one-on-one hero main villain fight, and they have a really good, like, battle army fight, which is really fun. So I think they have what they need. To that end, really, my favorite character in the whole movie, his little sister.
Yeah.
She's a really good character.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, she's the new Marvel genius, which is rad.
The new Marvel genius, I can't wait. I can't wait to see them in Infinity War. I want them all to come back.
Oh wait, Nakia was the girlfriend. I meant Okay, yeah.
Okaye.
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
Okaye.
Nakia.
Yeah. She was better. She's the one running with the Avengers.
Yeah.
She's cool.
So Okaye is she's the guard. If you guys saw Civil War, she was the lady, like, when they were leaving the embassy and Scarlet Witch was there and she was like, move or you will be moved.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like, T'Challa was like, as much as everyone would like to see that, I think we should, like, go. And I was like, oh, no,
I want to see him fight. That would be funny.
But it would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's great. Nakia, who is T'Challa's main love interest, played by Lupita Nyong'o. She's a really great character too. I like her. Funny thing about her, Nakia in the comics is actually a villain. Yeah, this is true.
But she's so cool and awesome.
Yeah. Well, so the main interest in the movie, it's Nakia. In the comics, she's actually less like in love with him and more like obsessed with him.
Yeah, that's weird.
To the point where she was exiled out of Wakanda and kind of like took on a supervillain role of like, if I can't have you, no one then. Like, thing like that.
Yeah. Doesn't Black Panther like marry Storm or something in the comics?
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, are you assuming that?
No, I know that.
Proof.
I can't pull up proof now.
Tell me the page number of the comic.
Black Panther 136, year 1992.
My God. Someone look up Black Panther 136, year 1992 and tell us what it is.
I swear to God, if I'm right. You have to give me all your money.
All my money?
All of it, yeah.
I have a quarter
That'll
in my pocket
do.
that you can have.
That'll do.
That'll do, Josh. That'll do, Squash.
Anything else before we get into spoilers? I don't know. Did you, without spoiling anything, do you feel like Martin Freeman had to be in this movie? Because the more I think about it, the more I don't really think he needed to be. I don't think he took away anything. But
I don't think he took away anything.
I think if he wasn't in the movie, I don't think it would matter.
I think they could have. If he wasn't in the movie, it still would have been just as good. And it would have been fine.
Yeah.
And they definitely could have worked without needing his character. But him being in the movie certainly doesn't take away from it. It's not like you're gonna be there and it's gonna be like, oh, that's why is he here?
Yeah.
That's taking me fully out of the experience. No, Martin Freeman is fine.
Yeah.
It's funny. I saw something that was funny. So both Martin Freeman is in this and Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis plays Ulysses S. Claw. It's funny. So I saw a post where it was like Martin Freeman and Andy Serkis are the only two white guys in the movie, and the last film they worked on together was The Hobbit. So they're the Tolkien white guys.
Yeah, the Tolkien white guys.
No, but yeah. Other than that, also another thing I want to mention. With Michael B. Jordan playing such a great Killmonger in this movie, that now makes 2 for 2 Human Torches that have been redeemed by. That makes 2 for 2 actors that were Human Torches that were fucked over by Fox Marvel that are now been redeemed by proper Marvel.
It's true. Will they ever do a Human Torch right? I don't know. I thought Chris Evans was a fine Human Torch. I haven't seen it.
He was alright.
I thought it was
okay. The first one, I feel like they kind of did him dirty.
Yeah. Oh well. Alright, want to get into spoilers?
You know what? No.
No?
No.
All
I
right.
think I just want to end it right here.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, bye, guys.
Uh,
Don't forget to flock yourselves. No.
No,
Okay.
please stop saying that.
I will never stop saying
I
it.
really hate it.
I only say it because I know you hate it, and it's my
Jesus.
favorite part of it.
Alright, that's fair.
All right.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Let's
Yeah.
start it. Ready? Okay, everyone.
1, 2, 3, go. Wait, no. Should we say 1, 2, 3, go?
So we're gonna start spoilers. All right. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, pause the video right now. Go to the description where there will be a time code where you can skip ahead to where there will no longer be spoilers. If you do want to hear spoilers,
Just don't do
then
it.
look up the Wikipedia plot for the movie. No, I'm just kidding. If you don't want to hear spoilers, say we're gonna talk about everything in full flesh, everything, no hold bars. In 3,
2,
2, 1.
1.
What? In 3,
3,
2,
3.
1. Stop.
Spoilers it is. Killmonger's dead.
Oh God, Adam.
What?
You're supposed to take a pause before you do that.
No, I'm pretty sure they skipped already.
All right.
So Killmonger's all dead and
Yeah,
stuff, which is sad.
Terrible.
I think that's the... I really wish he didn't die, because
No,
I really
yeah.
liked him as a villain. And Marvel kills off every single villain that they have, except
noticed-
Loki for some
Yeah,
reason.
the only villain they've kept is really Loki.
And, like, I think the reason people like Loki the most is because they keep bringing him back.
Yeah.
It's not like in Thor 1, everybody was like, he was easily the best villain I've ever seen.
Yeah,
he was fine in
he
Thor
was
1,
just all right.
but they kept bringing him back. Like, if they brought back Killmonger for Infinity War, that would be sweet.
I think
'cause
it'd be
he's
cool.
awesome. Have the same Loki situation where he's just in prison, and he's just like, you must be truly desperate if you come for me to help.
I would've
And he's just like,
loved
shut up
that.
and put on the costume.
Like seriously, like that's so. So this is different from the comic book version, but in the movie, Black Panther and Killmonger are cousins technically.
Yeah.
So his father, King T'Chaka, is the brother of Prince Njoku. Mm-hmm. I don't know how I'm remembering all these names.
it's incredible,
I don't
honestly.
know. He's his they're brothers, and Njoku. I'm sorry. Prince Njoku was sent to America as what they call war dogs, which is like the Wakandan spies that are out in the world. And seeing this is really actually cool. You know, Wakandan is kind of like the creme de la creme of where you could go. Like, if you were like a black person, Wakanda would be like the safest haven you could ever be. It's a bustling nation. It's like, I wouldn't know how to explain it except to be like, it's like probably like the black man's America, kind of, you know.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
like, yeah, so it's like we're everywhere else it was like white people who, like, you know, owned everything. Wakanda is purely like black, you know. It's for black people. And so the king's brother going out and seeing, you know, the way black people are treated just out in the world is like, this isn't right. We can change. We can do something about this. And his way of going about doing something about this is, we're going to take over the world. We'll create the Wakandan Empire. We take over the world because the world, like, we have to protect the world from itself. Things like that. But it's founded in like a very good basis. So what ends up happening is he ends up plotting with Ulysses S. Claw to steal vibranium from Wakanda. Wakanda being the world's like greatest depository of vibranium ever,
Right.
which is actually much more than you would imagine watching the movie. Like, up until now, Marvel has only really skirted around how much vibranium there really is in the world.
Yeah, there's a shit ton.
Yeah, you would think that there's really there's probably only like Cap has his shield, and like Wakanda probably has a little, but not
Yeah,
too much.
That's the thing. Before this movie, they said, well, before I guess Black Panther was introduced, they said when Cap got his shield, that's the only vibranium that they could find ever in the world at that time. And then when Claw stole all the vibranium, they said that was all the vibranium Wakanda had.
Yeah.
But apparently, after using vibranium since I guess Wakanda started as a nation, they've still only scratched the surface of how much
Only
fucking vibranium
scratched
they
the
have.
surface. They have
There's an unrealistic amount of vibranium.
they have
They have a moon-sized vibranium.
They do.
Yeah.
It's like they have well enough to take over the world and like send out resources, and they have like, if I didn't know any better, you'd think like limitless amounts of vibranium.
They could probably tear down the entire city, rebuild it with vibranium, give everyone a sweet vibranium suit, and do that like 50 more times, and then they wouldn't even be close to halfway done.
Yeah, it's a lot. And so that's his thing. So create vibranium weapons, send it out to all the other war dogs, the other spies, and we're gonna take over the world.
Yeah.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda. Wait, no, they were anti-Wakanda. No,
they were for Wakanda.
but I thought they. Okay.
The idea was to create the Wakandan Empire.
Exactly. That's what I said.
But yeah, so in doing this, his brother finds out and ends up getting into like a fight, and the brother, the king, ends up killing the prince.
Sure.
Very sad.
I don't think he needed to.
I don't think he needed to.
He
either.
absolutely did. Why didn't he just walk in front of the bullets? With his bulletproof
holy
shield.
shit! Yeah, his
wearing
suit
a
is
bulletproof suit. He could have walked in front of the bullets. Second, he could have just punched his brother. He didn't have to. He could have just grabbed the gun, smacked him in the jaw. He didn't have to kill him at all.
These are all things.
There's so many ways he could have not killed his brother.
Yeah.
You don't know how easy it was not to kill him.
Quick segue though.
Yeah.
That is my favorite Black Panther suit in the entire movie.
Oh fuck yeah! Are you kidding me? It's awesome.
Yeah. So they have a total of 4 Black Panther suits in the movie. They have the original one from the Civil War movie.
Yeah.
They have 2 new suits that his sister creates for him. His sister, we didn't explain in the non-spoiler free section. She's kind of like the Q of the Black Panther universe. If you guys don't know what that means, Q is like the character from James Bond that creates all the gadgets. So she's like that. And she creates 2 new suits, which are the ones you see in the trailers that like go on.
Yeah.
Kind of like they come out of the necklace and like nanites. And there's the purple one, the gold one. And then you have the King's Black Panther suit that no one's seen before. And it's really cool because it's also got these gold accents and it's got a gold necklace. But he's got this like whirl, like sash over it. And it's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I remember when I saw it, I was sitting next to Marco. I don't know where you were sitting. But when I saw it, I was just like, Marco, that's the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's so cool. And the way they introduce him is so cool, too. It's like 2 like of the Wakandan royal guard come in. They like stomp their spears 2 times. Lights go off for a split second. When they come back on, he's just there.
That's funny because that means he was just hiding in the hallway. Just like, I'm waiting for it.
Waiting for my cue. And then instantly his brother drops to the ground. And he's like, my king, I bow to you. And it's really cool.
Yeah. But anyway, they didn't have to kill him. They didn't have to kill his brother. And they could have probably taken his son with them, or like a little nephew. Could have grabbed him kid, your dad's dead. Heart attack or something.
Yeah, so also real quick, if you didn't know, the man who plays the young version of King T'Chaka, King T'Challa's father, the Black Panther's dad.
Yeah.
The man who plays the young version of Black Panther's dad is the actual son of the man who plays the old version of Black Panther.
Are you serious?
That is true.
That's so weird because he looks really close to Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
Looks really similar.
I mean, that's supposed to be a son.
Yeah, they did great.
So yeah, it's really good casting all around. Also, I really like the casting they did on the character Zuri, which is like the king's royal advisor.
Yeah.
Played by.
You want me to look it up?
No, I know the name.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Go for it.
Oh God, damn it! This is terrible because I know the names.
Wait, Zuri?
Yeah, Zuri.
Oh, yeah.
No, don't tell me. It's Zuri is Forrest Whitaker. There we go.
Oh!
I was like, that's not his name. Yeah.
You mean Forrest Whitaker? Yeah.
Yeah, so the guy that got to play young Forrest Whitaker was really good too because on the side of his face, Forrest Whitaker has kind of like a lazy eye.
Yeah.
And the guy that got to play him
too,
yeah, they gave it to that guy too, which is really good.
That was neat.
Anyways, back to the main plot of the movie. So the actor they get to play Prince Njoku, who is the King T'Chaka's brother, is Sterling K. Brown, who plays Randall in This Is Us. So if any of you guys watch This Is Us, I thought that was really cool when I saw it.
Cool.
But yeah, and so he kills his brother, and then he leaves the nephew, who is Killmonger, and just leaves him behind, which is so he grows up with these same views. And the thing that makes it really good is that, like, and especially for me, like being like actually like a black person, like in seeing, it's like I get it, it's like he actually says in the movie, it's like there are like 2 billion people on the planet look just like us, and y'all up here sitting comfy, and it's like I completely get that. You see your people, and even now today in 2018, is there still like systematic racism in at least in America, And so grow. Like I could totally fall behind that. Like, yes, of course, if we have the power to stop it, stop it. It's kind of like Spider-Man, where it's like with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like the whole time, Killmonger didn't. He was angry and he was violent, but like his points made sense. And that's the thing. And I think, especially towards the end, like I forget what's Black Panther's name. T'Challa. Like he realizes this and he makes changes because like they were royalty and they were living the good life and you have to give a little, and that's
really good.
The moral.
And that's it. Oh, that's so much that he dies.
Yeah, I know.
Because they're family, dude.
I mean, if they really wanted to, they could just say like, "Oh, we healed him. He's just in like we healed him and then we froze him just like we did with Winter Soldier, just in case we need him."
Did we mention we have a Lazarus pit here? So no,
I mean, they said like, "Oh, we could probably heal you." And he's like,
we could probably
no.
do
And then
something.
he rips out like the sword.
So since we're in spoiler-free area, he has the coolest line though.
Yeah, he does.
It is the best, like famous last words. It is the best.
It is really good.
Ending line I've ever heard of any like Marvel character to like ever die. And I have to say it. It's like, so he's got a spear in his chest, right? And he pulls it out and he's like, "Bury me in the ocean with my ancestors who jumped off the boat." Because they knew death was better than bondage, and he dies.
And then he dies.
It's amazing.
And T'Challa's like, man, he's probably right.
He's probably right. It's so good.
Man, he's great.
And then
yeah, I hope they bring him back.
They should.
What else? Claw or Andy Serkis? They gave him more of a character than he was in Ultron.
They did.
Which is nice.
I noticed he's distinctly more crazy than he was in Ultron.
He's way crazier. He doesn't look like he has a plan, but he's just a nut job who has a SoundCloud, raps, I guess.
Yeah. Which is really cool, because, I mean, Andy Serkis is a great character actor.
Yeah,
so.
He is. And he has a rubbery arm, which is neat.
Yeah.
It's really rubbery.
I thought it was going to... It looks cooler still than I thought it was going to look.
It's really fake looking.
I mean, you were saying that, but, like, I think we had recorded on this podcast a few episodes ago where you were like, yeah, it looks so cool, I can't wait to see it.
No, because I like the way that it's split. Like, the way the gun split. Like, I thought the gun was just going to split down the middle and the gun was going to come out his wrist. But, like... I just mean like when it's just a normal hand, it just really looks like a mannequin hand with like rubbery fingers and stuff.
I mean, what is it supposed to look like?
Like a cool
it's a
metal
fake
one.
hand.
Maybe a claw because of the name and such.
It's just an actual claw.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed though? Like maybe not make it look so much like a claw, so as not to be confused with the villain of Inspector Gadget. Claw, who actually does have a claw for a hand.
Well, that's why he was called. His name was Claw in the comics because he had a claw. He had a little clawy bit. It was a claw. It was a clawy bit. Anyway, they can't see me do that.
Yeah, they're just gonna hear like this weird sound.
So there's the "What are those" joke in the movie, which had no payoff whatsoever, and it was just about shoes that just were quiet.
Yeah.
Like, and they didn't bring it back ever. Like, oh, now you're really good at sneaking. It just didn't matter.
Yeah. So I think that's the scene they used to establish his sister's character, right?
Yeah, but I did research on this. So I'm pretty sure Civil War takes place in 2016, right? So that means, since this is only like a week or so after Civil War, this movie's 2 years ago, back when What Are Those is a little bit more famous. And I looked up when What Are Those actually like hit like Vine and everything, and when it became a big deal. And it was mid-2015, so it still doesn't make any sense.
What? Okay, never mind.
I know, I was just like, wait a second, I'm doing the math.
Wait, was it in 2016 though?
No, it was 2015. What Are Those?
No, Civil War. Because we have like, it was like 8... Why are we going through time? I can't go through time. I can't do this again.
The Marvel timeline doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Wait. No. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it happened in the actual year 2016. Because then everything else happened.
Well, because it was like, it's been 8 years since he became Iron Man.
Damn it.
But also, like, Spider-Man, he's like, I've been holding on to this ring since 2008.
I don't know. I have no idea.
So, I don't know. Let's say for now that joke is really the only one that's dated in the movie.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
But other than that, the movie, like when it needs to be funny, it's funny. When it needs to be serious, it's serious. Yeah. I think all of it is really good because even if that joke didn't like work, they had one joke that for me worked really great.
What was that?
It's the scene where they go to the whole thing about Wakanda is that there are 4 tribes that agree to be Wakanda and 1 tribe that broke off.
Yeah.
Right? The Separatists. The king of the Separatists, they go to him for help. This is after Killmonger has like defeated T'Challa in their first bout of battle. You know, it's Dark Night of the Soul, kind of, if any of you guys know how like plot lines work and like script writing.
Sure, yeah.
They go there and they're there at his throne room, right? And Winston Duke's character. So they're there, right? Mm-hmm. And they're asking for his help. And Martin Freeman is also there. And Martin Freeman is like, if I could interject, Your Highness. And they do this. They not what I'm talking about. They just bit that's like they just start barking at him whenever he talks.
Yeah.
Like a dog. And it's like, okay, I guess I'll wait. And it's funny because at one point he's like, if you say one more word in my throne room, I will feed you to my children. I'm just kidding. We're vegetarians. I love it. The score.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet, right?
The score is just amazing.
Yeah.
So the score has this great... So if you watch... I think it's the second trailer that dropped. Mm-hmm. It's the trailer where they... with the great music, where they do a seamless kind of blend mashup of new age hip-hop music and old, like, African style, like, tribal music. And the score of the movie is exactly the same way. It's like really great. They have Kendrick Lamar doing the soundtrack, which is a great thing. And it's, I think a really cool bit that I like is if you were watching during the end credits, first they start with a really cool Kendrick Lamar song, then they just go into the score of the movie, which is African tribal music. And if you listen, they're chanting his name. T'Challa, oh, T'Challa, T'Challa, oh, T'Challa. It's like tribal. It's everything about it is just so cool.
That's neat. Man,
like it's like watching the movie. Like I forget that I really love like everything about African culture, and that there was a point in my life where I would just look up things like Anansi the spider and things like that, like just like African like folklore and culture because it's all so fascinating to me.
Right? Yeah. The lore of Wakanda is pretty sweet. Where when you become king, if anybody wants to beat the shit out of you and become king, they probably can. Yeah. And then they do. Yeah. Or do they? No, they do. It's a spoilers part. They throw him off a river. Yeah. I mean,
they throw him off a cliff into the river.
That's pretty fucked up. And they kill Forrest Whitaker. I like that guy. And that's his only time he's ever going to be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
He likes to die in his movies, though.
He does like to die in his movies. I don't know what it is about him. Yeah. Anyway. No, but... Do you want to talk about the end credit scene? How Bucky Barnes was just kind of hanging out there the whole time?
I mean, I think that's all you have to say. Yeah. So Bucky Barnes just kind of hanging out there the whole time.
That was the whole scene. I mean, we knew that because I don't see why they had to say it again. Yeah. He's there. He's on vacation, basically. Yeah. Still with one arm. They didn't give him a new one. Yeah. Which is rude.
Well, I think they'll give him back his arm. They'll give him. He gets another arm in Infinity War. You see it in the trailer. Show him with a new arm. But yeah. Yeah. All the acting was really good. The accents were really great.
Ah, it was fun.
Like, I really like them. Mm-hmm. And I like to do accents if you haven't told. Like, if you haven't figured it out yet on this podcast, I really like to try my hand at accents. I'm very bad at them. Yeah. But it's like, so I've been trying to recreate it from memory, and like, all I've gotten right now is like, I never freeze. And like, they conquer or they conquerors. They conquerors. The world is getting smaller, Adam. And soon we'll be left with nothing but they conquered or they conquer us. I have no idea. I didn't do it justice. It's so much better than the movie.
Nah, that's pretty good.
Anyways,
that's pretty alright.
Yeah. So go watch the movie if you haven't seen it. Yeah. Also, spoilers are done.
What is that?
Are spoilers done?
No, not yet. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate their flying cars?
Are they flying cars?
Yeah, flying cars. I guess they were just like spaceships, basically.
Oh, they're ships? You know what? I would give it, I think, a 4 out of 5.
Really? That's pretty high.
Here's something I really liked about it. I really liked the takeoff sequence because I thought it was actually kind of innovative and cool. Mm-hmm. Instead of how like a regular flying, like a car would just like go off a runway, there are things like backed up off of a platter. Mm-hmm. True. It backed up cool. Off of a plateau. Yeah. And it fell backwards, and then the jet shot up and it went straight up. And it was really cool. Yeah. Also, they have this really cool gadget where they can throw something onto like any vehicle, and then it will hook up to the lab, and then you can drive that vehicle. Yeah. And it's really cool. And also, it explains that like it can set to any setting. Mm-hmm. So like you could potentially fly a plane the same way you drive a car, and it will still work the plane the same way.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's a pretty sweet tech.
It's really cool.
What else should we rate in this movie? 1 out of 5. How cool are the weapons that were in the Black Panther suit?
Oh, in the Black Panther suit?
Yeah, like that weren't the Black Panther suit.
That weren't the Black Panther suit.
So like the speary bit, the circly bits,
you know what?
And the panther hands.
I feel like I give the spear a cool 5 out of 5 because I think it's so cool. So in the scene, they have this really good scene. She has like gravity shoes too that hook onto metal.
Uh-huh.
So I give those a 5 out of 5 too. They're chasing a car. So Okaye, the leader of the guard, gets onto this car with her gravity boots, so she's not falling off. She throws her spear through the window of a black SUV, through the windshield and the back windshield, and then it clonks into the ground, and being made of vibranium, the car just crashes into it, and it's the coolest thing ever.
I thought that was rad.
Also, one more for the counter. Superhero movie with a black SUV chase.
Yeah, another one.
Yep, another one.
We're gonna get many more.
It's a running gag now.
It's not over yet. Man, what else was I gonna say? I'm surprised that the Soul Stone wasn't in this. I thought this was gonna show where the last Infinity Stone was. And I'm pretty sure it's still in Wakanda. I'm pretty sure that, like, somebody took the Soul Stone and put it in a chunk of really hard to break metal, which is vibranium, and just threw it into space, and it just landed on Earth.
So I was watching. So when you guys watch Mr. Sunday movies, I watched his thing on that. His whole Easter eggs thing, which is really cool. And he thinks that it's kind of foreshadowing the fact that they have this connection to the spirit world, the ancestral plane, which could kind of be like a connection with the Soul Stone. The fact that they can like travel between like worlds. Yeah,
plus the like flowers that bud up probably have something to do with the Soul Stone.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That could be really cool.
Yeah,
which means they could potentially grow more flowers with the Soul Stone.
Or Thanos is going to take it. He's never going to have flowers ever again.
I don't know. I mean, it does say that the vibranium chunk affected the plant life. So it affected all life in Wakanda. So that could be the Soul Stone.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
That is cool. I was sad that Captain America wasn't in this movie in Black Panther's basement, punching a punching bag, just getting ready.
Just the exact same scene from the Avengers, where he punches it too hard and sand goes everywhere. No,
it's like vibranium sandbags, so they just don't fucking break.
You know what I remember though is that it's funny. We got like no cameos in this, but in Spider-Man we got both Iron Man and Captain America.
It's true. That is true.
Which is weird.
That's because Spider-Man knows more people probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, what would they be doing in Wakanda? A hidden rainforest nation. Why did they say, like, the rainforest was impenetrable? Is it actually impenetrable? I guess nobody would be able to investigate it. What's it like being on the ground level, going up to the barrier where Wakanda is, or where the force field is?
I assume they have people guarding the barrier, like the border.
Yeah, I get that. No, yeah, that's what that team was for.
Yeah, well, I like assume they have, like, people who, like, don't even, like even get close.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's nice. Alright, how would you rate Black Panther?
The full movie?
Yeah, why not?
1 to 5 or just our
just
rating?
No, own rating.
Okay, my own rating is see this movie now. If you haven't seen it yet, go see it now. Stop watching the podcast, go watch it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go watch it. Later, Adam.
Bye! He's back!
It's a great movie. Oh my god, so good.
Yeah. I would rate it. See it multiple times if you can.
Yes.
Because I want to see it again. And I probably will now that I know that I can.
Yeah, let's go see it again. I'm down.
Yeah, let's do it.
I definitely rate it. Get the movie when it comes out on Blu-ray and DVD.
I'd say so.
I know I will be.
Yeah, as far as Marvel movie goes, top shelf Marvel movie.
Top shelf
Top tier. They're on a roll recently.
They are.
The last ones were Thor and Spider-Man. And all great. Was the one before that?
So you had this one after this. Before this was Thor, then Spider-Man, and then you had Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh, okay.
Which I know you don't like Guardians of the Galaxy so much, but to me, these last 4 have been like pretty bangers. They're all top shelf to me. And Black Panther is my new favorite. Thor Ragnarok being my new second favorite.
Nah. I think Spider-Man is my still favorite.
Yeah, well, I think you're dumb.
Okay. So yeah, that ends the Black Panther review. I guess everybody who hit the timestamp thing is back. So the spoilers are over. Now I guess you just want to talk about the things you've watched, things I've been watching.
Yeah, you go first.
Okay. I fucking saw. I didn't know. Nobody told me there was a live-action reboot of Woody Woodpecker. Nobody fucking told me. And now I had to watch it on Netflix because it's on Netflix yet. And I hate it, and I hate myself. It's a miserable landscape of just talking animal movies. If this was supposed to be an homage to early 2000s talking animal movies, I think they nailed it. Because they have all the tropes. They have a talking animal. They have that makes just like garbage jokes. They have a father that needs to reconnect with his son. They have a stepmom who is a bitch and is just so clearly a bitch. They have the pretty girl that he meets in the forest who's just like, I love nature and you should too, and they're gonna fall in love. The son's in the band, and he was prepared for his band to be in the concert.
The Battle of the Bands? There's a Battle of the Bands in this movie.
It's really not. It's just like a fair that like a bunch of bluegrass players do it, and kids have a band too, and it's dog shit. And I don't know. It's a horrible time. And there's like actual like Woody Woodpecker sets off an explosion that should definitely kill people, like in a horrible way, but it doesn't because it's a cartoon. It's a bad movie. I'm still have like 40 minutes left, and I feel like I've been watching it for days.
You have been watching it for days.
I just keep stopping because it gets to the point where like I can't take this anymore. I think the Bird is the Word song was originally from Woody Woodpecker, because that's one of the songs that the kids' band plays, and I want to die because it's horrible. Anyway, that's all I have to say about it.
I really thought they created Bird's Word specifically for that one Family Guy episode.
Yeah, I guess they did.
It's a great episode.
It's not.
I don't know. I just love the bit where like he calls his science crew and he's like, "Sorry, researchers, the bird is actually equal to or greater than the word. Check it again." And like, yeah,
that's really funny. Other than Woody Woodpecker, I'm getting closer to finishing Altered Carbon. It's still good. It's better once you're in it, because now you don't have to... Like, once you know what all the sci-fi words means, it's a pretty good story. Just hard to get in that. There's something that they do in the first episode that they never bring back, and it's really weird and confuses everybody a little bit. In the first episode, the main character can see through walls. He can see people through walls. And since, like, it's the first episode, you're just starting out, you're just like, oh, okay, so he has some kind of magical abilities. He never used it again. I'm 8 episodes in. He doesn't have anything close to those kind of powers. He doesn't even have powers. He's just a dude. So it's really weird, and I should probably rewatch that episode, because it's weird as shit. It's a good show. I recommend it. It's great sci-fi. The main actor's one of my favorites. He's from House of Cards, and I love him. I've been reading comics, trying to catch up on Spider-Man, because apparently he's going to stop being Spider-Man soon. And yeah, I'm actually okay with it now. Like you said last week, I think, that they're going to turn him into a spy, and his name is going to be Spy D.
Yeah.
They did a comic where he does like a spy thing. Like he goes to Tokyo because he realizes that I'm Spider-Man. I don't have to go to school. What the fuck am I going to do? Get a job? No. I'm going to go to Tokyo because I want to.
I can work for S.H.I.E.L.D. What the fuck?
Oh, S.H.I.E.L.D.'s gone.
I'm set. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s gone?
Yeah, S.H.I.E.L.D.'s gone again.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So he just goes to Tokyo because he can, and he fights crime a little bit. And then he goes into a crime organization. He actually has to wear a tuxedo and shit. And then he fights a bunch of ninjas without his web shooters. So if that's what the comics are going to be like, yeah, fuck it. That sounds cool.
Hey, hell yeah, I'm down.
Miles Morales is fun. I'll follow him anyway. He's great.
Cool, yeah.
I caught up on the Titans. It's one of my favorites. I don't know. It's just the Teen Titans are all grown up, and they're friends.
Yeah.
And shit. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think that's it. I hope there isn't anything else. If there is, I'll just interrupt you.
Okay.
Yeah, your turn.
You guys know me. I'm a lover of Sword Art Online.
Sure.
I recently watched Sword Art Online Ordinal Scale, the movie. For those of you who will call me fake in the comments, I only watch dubbed anime. I don't like watching like things in Japanese. To me, it's just easier to enjoy if I watch in the language that I know.
Yeah, sure.
I've been looking for like a Sword Art Online, like the dub version, and I finally found it, and I watched it, and it was okay. Yeah. So it just has like all of like the normal sort of, well, not actually. Actually, yeah. So it's actually, I like it better than the arcs because it's one contained story. And so they have less time to like convolute it with bullshit, like how all the girls want to suck Kirito's dick.
Yeah.
No, but it's really fun. So it's like, there's this new game out called Ordinal Scale, and it uses augmented reality instead of virtual reality. Because of that, you're like halfway in the real world. So Kirito is not actually as strong as he is in the as he would be in the virtual world because he's using his physical body, which is really cool. They have this whole plot where they're trying to steal memories from Sword Art Online survivors, which includes Asuna, which is Kirito's girlfriend. And because of that, he has to get like actually physically stronger to like help her get her memories back, which is really it's fun. It's cool. There's a funny bit I like. So they still use like the virtual reality world at some point. They have in one of the games called ALO, where they're all fairies and like magical creatures. There are two characters that are like beast tamers, and they have like super hearing. So one of the characters, which is one of the girls who's a part of Kirito's harem. Harem, adjective. Oh, what? No, I'm just kidding.
It's not an adjective.
Yeah, it's not an adjective. A harem is what they use for like one guy who has a bunch of girls who really like him. But yeah, Kirito drives a motorcycle, and so they're talking about how they have these. The ordinal scale has these special events where it's like you can go and you can fight a boss monster and you'll get cool stuff. It's really cool because the points you get in the game can like transfer over to like real life items. Like it can be like how in like a video game you can unlock bonus items for beating a boss. In this one, your bonus item would be like, oh shit, I just won like $1,000, or I get a car or something like that, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're talking about it, and it's like next, and like one of them, they're like, next time one of us will go to the raid too, and this girl's like, yeah, next time I'll be the one riding his motorcycle. And one girl hears this and she looks. And they do that joke twice, and they never go back to it. Like, they do it twice where she's just, like, so disappointed, but she just wants him so bad, and the other girl just looks. And there's no, like, confrontation or anything. There's no, like... But, yeah, it's pretty fun. I really like the climax is really good, because it's just them fighting boss monsters. They have a callback to the second season of Sword Art Online, the last arc of Mother's Rosario, which I had to, like, stop and replay a few times. I was like, oh my god, it's Yuki! I love her! But, yeah. Other than that, I've been trying to catch them on Black Lightning. Still a really great show.
Yeah.
I noticed more and more. It's so weird because you have to think like how they do these things, because like not so Black Lightning is in no way the same show as Black Panther,
right?
But they have kind of clear like similarities, like in the sense that, especially music wise. So Black Panther, you know, the theme and anthem, a lot of it, the hip hop is by Kendrick Lamar. Black Lightning has like kind of like a discount Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
But it has its own rap song, the same way Black Panther has its own rap song. Does Black Lightning have its own rap song? But Black Lightning is still really good. It's still one of my favorite shows. They're going through an arc right now where his eldest daughter is getting her powers.
Oh.
So in the comics, Black Lightning has two daughters. Their names are Thunder and Lightning. One of their the first daughter, Thunder, the older daughter, her name is Nessa, and her powers are that she can control the density of her own body without changing the volume of it. So she can like control her mass without controlling her volume.
Is that thunder or lightning?
That's thunder.
What does that have to do with thunder?
Well, she can create shockwaves by stomping on the ground.
Sure.
Yeah, and so yeah, and also she's like 9 vulnerable and things like that, and super strength. It's really cool. So they're going through her arc of her getting her powers right now, and so she's now starting to become a vigilante, and it's pretty cool. I'm digging it.
That's fun.
And
Does lightning shoot lightning?
Yeah. Her whole body just can become energy.
Oh.
So she can fly. She can move at the speed of light.
Wow. She
can like travel through. She's actually got really cool powers.
That's
her powers
way overpowered.
Well, her powers are closer to her dad's, but it's less like her dad is in more. Her dad doesn't have the same powers, but it's very hard for her to control powers. In the comics, she still has yet to like have full control over her powers, and so because of that, they have to take steps so that she doesn't like kill herself.
Ah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Anything else?
I don't think so.
I think that's it. I don't have anything else. Is there a movie coming out next week that we have to see?
Oh shit, I probably should have checked that out.
I should have checked that out. I think that was my job.
There are no movies coming out. What are we going to review next week?
Fucking Woody Woodpecker. We're going to go 3-hour long Woody Woodpecker podcast. It's going to be called the Woodcast. It's going to be called the Woody
It's going to be called the Pecker. Wait, no, not the Pecker.
The Woody Peckcast, where we talk all things Woody Woodpecker.
All right. Give me your best Woody Woodpecker laugh right now.
Da ha ha ha. Da ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Is that good?
I hate you.
I'm not gonna give my best Woody Woodpecker. You do it.
Yeah, okay. You made me laugh now, so I have to compose myself. A little sip of water.
Boy, is that what I call a woodpecking? Ha 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 ha.
So Adam's a robot, guys, in case you didn't know.
It's funny.
My best would have okay. Oh no! Okay, hold on.
That was close.
I'm saying over a cold, so it's like.
That's why I didn't do it. Not because I'm getting over a cold, but because it's hard as shit. It's not
Yeah, it's something like that.
No, it's a ha. Yeah, it's not like that.
Like dips.
Oh, is Game Night coming out? I'll see that.
What? What's coming out?
Game Night.
Oh shit! Game Night's coming out.
Yeah,
I'm so hyped for that movie.
When's it come out?
Fuck yeah!
That sounds fun. All right, so next week if Game Night's out. Oh, it opens the 20th. Yeah, we can see that.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah, Game Night probably next week.
Next week we'll re-review Black Panther.
Other than that, this week in Flock of Idiots, we're actually filming a new sketch.
We are.
And hopefully we're getting a new one out next week, I believe. Next week?
Expect it either sometime, it'll either be this Wednesday or it'll be next Wednesday.
Yeah, or whenever it's done.
Yes!
Because God has mysterious ways.
What?
What?
Everything's a part of a plan. And things happen for a reason.
I call it.
And sometimes those reasons are that we're busy and don't finish editing like we're supposed to.
We're bored and we don't want to.
No, but yeah. We're rehearsing tomorrow.
It's true, we are rehearsing.
At the time of recording this podcast, we record on Tuesdays. We're rehearsing next Wednesday for our next sketch. Mm-hmm. It's going to be fun. You want to tell them anything about it?
Oh, I'm just going to say it's the first sketch that I wrote by myself. Like, that we're going to film. So I'm excited for that. It's not great. The other one I wrote is fine. This one's not great. I mean, I like it.
It's fun enough.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's just like writing-wise, I think the joke is more funny than like the actual writing.
Yeah,
so,
I think
most of the comedy is gonna come from just people acting and not like the actual jokes that I wrote.
That's fair.
So yeah, it'll be fun.
It's fun.
It'll be a good time. We have a good crew. And it'll be nice.
Conversely, the video we have dropping next, either this week or next week, is the first one that I wrote by myself.
Yay!
So yeah, and
Yay.
I'll say this: I like it better when we write together.
Gross! I don't know what to do with. Josh just like held out his hand. I don't know what I was supposed to do.
You were supposed to high five.
No, because you did it at an angle that I'd have to like go much lower to high five it. You did it like that, like you were trying to grab my face. Wait, do it again. Yeah, that's better.
There we go. No, but yeah, so keep looking for our new Flock of Idiots videos. Also, keep looking for the podcast every Thursday on this channel. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you're a real one.
And don't forget to eat your vegetables and wear your seatbelt and make your bed in the morning.
Yeah, also don't forget to tell your mom you love her and cherish these moments. She won't be around forever, kids.
I'm going to end it right there.
Okay.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
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 Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.